Please describe your job title and primary duties.
So I've been there for a year now, which means that the longer you work there, the more experience you have. So, like I'm a head server now, so like there's times where I come into a shift and I have to be in charge of the shift and like I have to control everything that's going on. But if you are not a head server, you'd be running curb, which is the lot, and you'd be taking orders just on a ticket pad and you call them off as loud as you can. Depending on which stand you are, they have to be louder because some stands are busier than others. So yeah, it's just being loud and you have to constantly have energy.
What was your favorite part about working there?
The money, definitely. I guess just like, it's really hard to leave a job like that when you're making like a really good amounts of money at the end of the shift from tips and like you get to go home with that. So I've honestly like not really liked it for like the longest time that I've stayed, and I've stuck with it just because of the great money that they make, and also like aside from the money, I guess like you run a lot, so it helps like being active. And yeah, I mean my legs always hurt, but it's fine.
Please describe the application and interview process.
I believe now you would just go online and you're most likely going to get a call back because there's been a lot of people quitting. So you'll just get a call back and then they'll take you through like a training program. They'll probably keep in contact with you through like emailing. And yeah, you have to be a college student to work there. So if you're on curb, you have to be in college. So if you're not in college, then you probably shouldn't even apply. Unless you're in the kitchen. If you're in the kitchen, you can work. You don't have to be in college. But if you're working as a curb server, we all have to be in college.
What questions did the interviewer ask during the job interview?
For me, they just, I met up with the manager at that time and he gave me a piece of paper and then he told me email me whenever you feel like you're comfortable and you've memorized this, and then we will meet up and then I'll test you on them and we'll go further. So before you're completely hired, they'll have you take a ticket pad and a code sheet. So you have to know all the codes and like everything, like how to write a hot dog or how to write a galley boy, how to call things off. So like you individually, you're speaking to the grill. So like when you're adding a galley boy, it's two patties. So it'd be add two, double. So it's like you're like talking to them and you have to know how to call things off. So you have to write a guest check and you have to write everything and how to call things off. And you have to say that to the manager so that he knows that you're actually motivated to want the job. So you have to like, I don't know the code, know how to write tickets. I guess you don't have to know your prices completely. You have to know all your shake flavors. There's 17 of them. And yeah.
How were you notified that you received the job?
They were actually going under new management at that time, so it took a little bit of time. But I think now it would be a lot quicker just because we do need servers. So I think it'd be like within a week or two, they would just give you a call and then ask you when you can start. They'd probably have you come into the office so that you can grab your shirt and then notify you on like the clothing requirements and what you have to wear and what you are to expect. You also have to have Ticonderoga pencils. That's like a thing that you have to have. You have to we only write with Ticonderoga, and then you have to have blue pens.
What other advice would you give to a job seeker looking to gain employment?
They're like super big on their dress code. So you have to have 100% polyester pants, and they always have to be clean. 100% polyester because we work with oil, and if oil gets on the clothes, polyester can get it washed off, like it won't stain it. Your shoes always have to be white, always have to have really good tennis shoes that are white and they won't mess up. So like if you get like a really horrible pair of tennis shoes, they're gonna mess up really quickly. You're just gonna have to keep buying more. So you just have to, there's always like a certain brand that everyone likes to go for, like Nike Vapor Quartz. A lot of people like to go for those just because they last longer. They have more grip. You're less likely to slip like in the snow or in the rain. Our motto is sprint and smile. So you always have to sprint and smile. And you just have to always have a positive attitude. You always have to know what your next move is. Whenever you're at a car, you have to look around, see where you're going to be going next. And if you don't, then you're just wasting time. And the less servers you have on a shift is the more money you're going to be making. Therefore, the better you are, the less servers you're going to need to have. So it's always about just being the best.